Louisville. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Running inside, it's Brown. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Again, it's Brown. He breaks a tackle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Took a shot as he threw.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Here's the pressure. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. Getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. Runs for the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's got 42 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting it 3rd and inches.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Makes the catch. It's Foley.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. PAT unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play.
There he goes. The 30, the 20. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion in the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Cardinals will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A give to Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
It'll be 3rd and long. From On the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Plows through the defense. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
It's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you can tell just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
They booted away on 4th down. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires left. That's caught. It's Cunningham. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up to convert third down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's going to take a shot. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Herd with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lacey. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
In the red area, it's Brown. But got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, you're seeing the backup running back here early in the second half just absolutely go to work. And after that fumble by the starter early in the game, the coaching staff decided to give him a rest. They're now riding the hot.
Touchdown Cardinals. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback making checks. On the run, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Catch in the middle. It's Cunningham. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. The run inside. It's Lacey. Thrust that arm out. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge way to end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Hand off for Brown. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they got him.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Back open in the middle. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big 3rd down stop. Now this offense, you've got 1 shot. You need a touchdown.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Looking for the score. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Lacey. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking for space, it's Lacey. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Got the quick pass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown and make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Touchdown, Rebels. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.